Let's solve some problems here on lines and angles. In the diagram below, segment DB and segment AF intersect at point C, and segment AD and segment FBE are drawn. If AC equals 6, DC equals 4, FC equals 15, and the measure of angle D is equal to 65 degrees, and the measure of angle CBE is equal to 115 degrees, what is the length of CB? So we're given here this figure, and we need to solve for the value of segment CB. Now, to solve for the value of segment CB, it is given here that DB and AF intersect at point C here, and AD and FBE are drawn. So when they intersect, that means this angle here is congruent to this angle here. They are vertical angles, and vertical angles are always congruent. Therefore, the two triangles formed here are also congruent. So this we can use the ratio and proportion for this for the sides. This side here is to this side, as well as this side is to this one. So that would be segment CD is to segment CB, and then equal to segment AC is to segment CF. But we're given the values of CD, AC, and CF. We just have to plug them in to solve for CB. So that would be 4 over CB equals 6 over 15. And then we can cross multiply. So that would be 4 times 15 equals 6 times segment CB. Then segment CB is just equal to 4 times 15 over 6. And this is just equivalent to 10. So the answer here is number 1. In the diagram below, AEFB is parallel to CGD, and segment GE and GF are drawn. If the measure of angle EFG is 32 degrees, and the measure of AEG is 137 degrees, what is the measure of angle EGF? Okay, we're given here this figure with the given angles, and we just have to solve for angle EGF, this one here. So since this forms a triangle and one of the angles is given, which is equal to 32 degrees, and this exterior angle, which is equal to 137, since AEFB is a straight line, then that means this angle and this angle are supplementary, which means their sum is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, angle FEG, the measure of angle FEG, is just equal to 180 degrees minus 137 degrees. So that is 43 degrees. So this is 43 degrees here. And now we already have two angles in a triangle, and the total measure of the angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So we can just add them up and equate to 180 degrees. So that would be 43 degrees plus 32 degrees plus the measure of angle EGF equals 180 degrees. Therefore, the measure of angle EGF is just equal to 180 degrees minus 43 minus 32. And that would be equal to 105 degrees. So the answer here is number 4. As shown in the diagram below, line ABC is parallel to line EFG, and segment BF is congruent to segment EF. Okay, so if the measure of CBF, angle CBF, is equal to 42.5 degrees, okay, this one, then the measure of angle EBF is equal to what? Okay, since lines ABC and lines EFG are parallel and it's cut by a transversal BF, this line here, this one, so that means angle angle CBF is congruent to angle BFE because they are alternating angles, and so they are congruent. So that means this is also equal to 42.5 degrees. And since it is stated here that segment BF, which is one of the sides of the triangle formed here, and is congruent to segment EF, which is also one of the sides of the triangle here. Since they are congruent, so that means these angles, or the base angles, are also congruent. This form an isosceles triangle. Now we can solve for this angle here. Okay, so we just have to add them up. That is angle BFE plus angle EBF plus angle BEF is equal to 180 degrees. Since the total measure of the angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. And angle BEF is just congruent to angle EBF because the triangle is an isosceles triangle. So we can solve for the measure of angle EBF here. So this would be angle BFE plus angle EBF plus angle EBF equals 180 degrees. So this would be 42.5 degrees plus 2 times EBF equals 180 degrees. Therefore, the measure of angle EBF is just equal to 180 degrees minus 42.5 degrees divided by 2. Therefore, the measure of angle EBF is just equal to 68.75 degrees. So the answer here is number 2. In the diagram below, FAD is parallel to EHC, and ABH and BC are drawn here. If the measure of angle FAB is 48 degrees, and the measure of ECB is 18 degrees. What is the measure of angle ABC? Okay, since it is stated here that FAD is parallel to EHC and is cut by a transversal ABH, so that means this angle here is congruent to this angle. So that means this is also 48 degrees. So they are alternating angles. And this forms a triangle. Since we are given the measure of the two angles in this triangle, we can solve for the other angle, this one. So we can solve for this. So that would be 180 degrees, because that is the total measure of the angles in a triangle, minus 48 degrees minus 18 degrees. This is the measure of angle HBC. For the measure of angle HBC is just equal to 114 degrees. Okay, so that means this is 114. Since this one is a straight line, ABH, and this is 114, therefore the measure of angle ABC is just equal to 180 degrees minus 114 degrees. And that would be equal to 66 degrees. So the answer here is number 3.